about dating and the roles of dating, how they're changed.
Yes.
Right? And recently, past 2 years maybe, I want to say about 2 years now. What would y'all do? Would you think that the roles of dating had changed within the past 2 years?
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely,
Yeah.
right?
Probably a little bit longer, but let's
You think
say
so?
two.
I think
say
on the
maybe
low
2.5,
longer.
yeah.
I think on the low longer because I seen a lot of people standing up by the register and the males kind of like letting the girl pay, but the way he sit there by the register, he kind of like on some chill, like, hey, you know, like
gas.
the way you know how they sit there and kind of chill, like, but and act like they doing something else while the young lady is paying.
Yes.
Yeah, because out of
Gas, too.
embarrassment too. But on another note, it's kind of like, well, fam, y'all got an agreement.
Right.
Right? Maybe you paid last time, but
Well, with the resurgence of all these independent women out there,
true, that's
a lot of women may not want to be courted and may not want the man to pay for everything for me.
you see both of their face.
I know. I don't. I mean, I see
Women
that. though.
don't want to be courted.
I see that.
That's
though.
crazy.
I see
Independent women definitely want to be courted.
that. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
We're independent. So, yeah, to have somebody come in and,
Take some off our plate.
heck yeah, that's what we
I don't
want.
know about that.
So
So it seems like with the women, right? If women are so independent, you know, they got their own jobs, they got their own cars, they got their own places, everything. It just seems like now that, you know, I don't want no man to do nothing for me. Let me take you out. Let me show you that I don't need you.
which is kind of
And that's kind of been my experience with dating.
Oh, yeah?
In the past. It has been.
I haven't found.
Oh.
Right.
I mean, I've had that in the past, yeah.
No.
Well, I go to reach
look,
for my wallet. It's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? I got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Miss Independent.
see, and this is it. I can't talk on the dating part because when it comes to dating, I've really been on some chill-ish. I haven't been, I've really like been trying to focus on what we do here at the station, and it's been hard for me to do any dating now that I've been single, right? And single, y'all, single.
Single.
Promotion? Can I plug?
All right. Can we do a plug? Single
Right.
radio right now.
Word. But nah, so like I do feel like that there are women out there that's down to, go out and take care of everything. But I also feel like the women are still and I think that comes from a lot of women saying, I don't need a man to do anything for me. Right? Where does that come from? I mean, I get that, like, all right, let's I'm gonna be straight up.
The words are confusing you guys.
Yeah.
The need part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's at a point where we don't need, like, we can
Do your
take
thing.
care and finance ourselves.
Right.
But of course, it's even better when you got somebody that
do it with
offers. Yeah, and it's
At
like,
home,
no,
you're
let me
like,
take care of this.
"Not
You know, I
myself."
got this, because we're so used to having to finance ourselves.
Right.
That to have somebody do that is like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
So let me ask you this. So for the right man, right, would today's woman be more submissive to that man? Or do you think today's woman is just too independent that I'm not submitting to
I think
nobody?
for the right
I
man.
think for the right man.
With the right approach.
We just discussed that.
Yeah.
For the right man, all that independent stuff gonna go down the drain. You're gonna be like, oh, okay.
How do you know? I guess
I'm
how do
still
you
dealing
know?
with that now. I don't know.
Yeah, like because it's, but that's and I think that's with us too. We don't know who's the right female. You know what I mean?
To court.
Yeah, and some of us now, because of the roles changing so much, we don't even know who we supposed to, kind of like put everything in and all for.
So do you, in your relationship, do
Yeah.
you want that submissive woman that's going to sit back and let you take care of everything?
You
Or do
remember
want the
we
independent
talked
woman?
about this word submissive before.
It's a great word.
I
I
don't
love that
really-
word. My favorite word in the dictionary. you know I stand on that.
I hate him.
That's a great
Hey,
word.
yo,
We're in the
I
dictionary.
literally
Favorite word.
I don't care for that word because, and well, maybe it's not that I don't care for the word. I don't care how women choose to depict that word. For instance, submissive for some reason is like a curse word to women. It's like for some reason, if you say submissive to somebody, to a woman these days, or some women may think like forehand. I put it like this. I was with somebody that was saying, "Oh, you want me to be submissive," when I didn't care for this submissive thing. right? Which means I guess I needed her to do everything, wait on me and everything. And it was really for me, it was what that's.
So what's your definition of submissive when you think about
Right.
a female being submissive in a relationship?
When I think about a female being submissive in a relationship, it's allowing a man to be a man. Okay, allowing you to protect,
Right.
to lead,
Right.
to all those type of things is what a man is supposed to do.
Right.
Okay, so that's when that doesn't mean I wait on you hand and foot.
Right.
But it does mean that you lead the household as
Hold
far
on.
as like if there's a decision that needs to be made,
I'm leaving this last half a glass
I mean,
for you.
right.
I hear what you're saying, but when you talk about, like you said, you want the man to be the one to be the protector,
Let me
the
get the
provider, and
yellow
all
tip.
that other stuff, right?
Right.
But that's part of the male role, and then the female role is a part of that waiting hand and foot thing, right? So, you don't think so?
I think we need to wait on each other. Here.
Right.
But like,
Right.
I think it's
want-
okay to wait on each other.
Right.
Bring me
That's where we
breakfast
differ.
in bed sometimes.
See-
Right.
Let me take a
Exactly.
break. Like I'm,
See,
That's not a
See?
traditional male role,
And,
though.
and this here is what we was trying to tell.
You
just
talking about old
last
school?
time.
You want old school.
Old school is what works.
So you want her home barefoot,
It
pregnant,
don't-
Right.
working?
See, it
Yeah,
don't work
like that.
I think, but it works. But
We have-
why has things changed though?
because
we
because-
want more. Like we don't
Right.
want to be barefooted
Black-
at home, pregnant, baking cakes all day.
Exactly. Women want way more nowadays. There's women graduating with degrees and, wanting to get out here in the corporate world and work and, bring home the bacon too.
Right.
Like, we don't want to just be dependent on you and your money. And if you don't have it, guess what? We don't have it.
I just think though, in the past, like those traditional roles where the woman may be the stay-at-home homemaker and the man is home at work bringing home the bacon. That's why you had those relationships working for 30, 40, 50 years married. And now, divorce is at an all-time high. Why? That's why I attribute to a lot of divorces too.
So we spoke on this before, and I did explain that the way things working now is more of a collective thing amongst each other. That's how I look at it. I look at it like if you kicking in half, I'm gonna kick in half because that's just what I want to do.
Right.
And I don't mind if you doing your thing. You know what I mean? You do your thing. Just we doing it together though, right? But it became a thing where, and even now in any conversation, it's a competition between men and women,
And it shouldn't be that
and
way.
it shouldn't be that way.
Teamwork
With
makes
your-
the dream work.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a competition. We should
At
all
all.
reach our goals together.
Right. But what's been happening lately, and you can hear it in any conversation, even now, there's a conversation going on where black women feel they are unprotected, and we are not, as men, we're not standing up and protecting you guys, or we some way somehow we have it better than the black women.
Yeah, of course we feel like that because we have men, right? Like
Yes.
just
Yeah.
that are thinking that we're supposed to just be at home taking care of the kids and
Well,
that's it. And cooking you dinner and bringing your dinner to you, having your dinner ready as soon as you walk in the house and things like that.
Sounds good to me.
Like that's what you want us to
great to me.
do.
But I'm gonna tell you why though. It just seems like naturally, right? Women, y'all are nurturers.
Yes,
we
Women
are.
natural nurturers. Men may not have as much of that nurturing in us. We want to go out there and provide and work and bring home the bacon. Women, I think a lot of women, if they had the right man, they wouldn't mind staying home, not having to work. Am I right? Would y'all agree with some of that? Or you want to be able to go out and work?
There's some dudes
I
out
think
here
a
that
lot of-
don't want to, that would prefer to be at home. I don't know where those dudes are.
Exactly.
Huh? What was
There
that?
Like I
are-
said, I
there
don't know
are
where they
dudes.
are.
Well, what was the statement that you
That
said?
would like to be
That
home,
would like to be at
just
home.
Nah.
letting their woman
taking
take
care
care
of
of them.
the-
It
Yep.
might be. It might
There
be.
are.
It might be.
definitely.
Especially now.
Yeah.